Welcome back, advisors. We're starting our first colonies in my career as a Viceroy for Her Majesty the Smoldering Queen. And we have a choice of where to put it. We have a royal outpost map, which makes it easier to communicate with the crown. Just to be clear, I am going to be going over our tactical advantages and disadvantages before we actually embark. But if you think that's boring and you just want to help with the colony itself, there will be a timestamp in the video you're watching right now where you can skip ahead to that moment. Thank you. Anyways, the royal outpost modifier is the proximity of a royal outpost makes it easier to communicate with the crown. The pool of order choices will increase by 1. Or the royal guard is watching over this region. Discovering glades doesn't increase hostility. I think we're going with the royal outpost because order choices is nice. Yes. Marshlands or royal woodlands? We're going with marshlands because I quite like the giant organisms which are in the most dangerous of dangerous glades, the forbidden glades. There are these giant 1000 node creatures that you can, or no, they're not all creatures, one of them is a creature, but giant nodes that you can gather, and I find it very interesting. I am interested in giant fauna, you could say. Anyways, the Queen's Envoy tells us that to embark you must first choose a caravan that will become the foundation of your town's population. Next, choose a difficulty. The higher the risk, the greater the reward. But beware, an inexperienced Viceroy won't last long on the higher difficulties. Yes, we're going to go with Viceroy difficulty. Of course. We're Viceroys after all. Lastly, use all your embarkation points to take extra goods with you. Yes, we will definitely be doing that. You are finally ready to embark on your own. Remember, there is always a way out. Experiment and adapt. May the storm be gentle on you, Viceroy. Thank you. We are going to use all our embarkation points. You can see we have access to meat, coal, ore, so there will be a mining operation of some sort available. We will probably be very able to do to make lizards happy, because with mushrooms and meat we can make skewers and we can make all kinds of things like that. So we probably want to see if we can guarantee having lizards if we are able to. We don't know exactly what we're going into right now, but we do have the Royal Outpost modifier. We have Gathering Knowledge, so having more gatherers makes gatherers more efficient. We're going to stack that as much as we can, and we're going to embark. For the Queen, the Smoldering Queen, long may she reign. We can now see our one advantage, and whatever disadvantage we get from the hostility of the forest. Our advantage is that we gain more mushroom production in the drizzle season, and Looming Darkness just makes it so that our people get more unhappy in the storm period. The higher our hostility is, the more years that pass on. We have Creeping Shadows, which means that we will get more hostility if we discover a glade. We don't want to do that in the storm then. We have more fuel consumption for each hostility level. That's just a fact of life. We're just not gonna deal with that. Rot from the Sky. Global food production is slowed for each hostility level. We will see if we can keep hostility lower than 3, but if we can't, we're just going to take that. That's fine. Melancholy. Villagers have -2 penalty to their resolve each 60 seconds. And we can avoid this if we have housing for everyone and complex food for everyone. So we'll see if we can do that before we get to hostility 3. So, to do that, I want my coal to be available in case I need it for a thing. So I'm just going to deselect it here. Then I'm going to find the most easy dangerous glade to go for. This one seems nice because the first one is close to the first the dangerous glade is close to the warehouse, which means I can get a lot of wood in quickly. And then when I have dealt with this, I can then build a little warehouse here and then just move on to the dangerous glade. So that one seems very nice. There are one here as well, but it's a little bit more wonky to get to. And the third one will be over here somewhere then. Yes. This one is probably easy enough to get to as well. There's actually an argument saying... No. Wait, where is that one? Ah, there. Yeah, no, there isn't. I was thinking that there were forbidden glades on each side of this dangerous glade, and there isn't. Good. So, build a path to woodcutters' camps. Priority on the woodcutters' camps. And let's see what we get. We are also, of course, going to build the shelters here. And I like making this little square. How many people do we have? 7, 8, 9. So 3 will be enough for now. Beaver, human. We don't have a lot of beavers, unfortunately. We do have a lizard. We're going to focus on getting lizards when we can. I also do have access to the trading post. I like getting that early. Packs of supplies that we don't have to pay for with our own food. That's nice. I don't think I need more stone production, so I'm just gonna take that very easily. We are going to be going for opening up this as quickly as possible. Because we will probably be able to deal with whatever's in here. Yeah, burn down. 15 wood. 15 coal. That's why I like to turn off the coal, because it will often require coal, so I'm going to do that. That will make me able to get baskets of pies and crates of teas. I would love to perform the ritual. No, wait. I mean, that's a corruption thing. I hate corruption. For the queen and country, we are never going to do that. Even though, to be fair, it's really nice to have less hostility. But we are going to burn this foul abomination of a place. You, lizard man, burn it down. That was actually a very nice random event because it was easily dealt with. We have some coal veins here. That'll make it easy to get coal. We just build a mine. And let's see what our orders are. Beaver resolve high. Can probably do that. Events completed. Packs of building materials and dangerous glade events completed. This one makes it so that we gain extra stuff whenever we do stuff. That is a very nice reward. I often take those when I can. Perks. But I like parts as the next thing. Wildfire essences are fine too. They're worth a lot. But I don't often go with building more hearths, which is the primary thing they're used for. Well, that and rainpunk technology. We'll get into rainpunk technology when it becomes relevant for us. Let's see here. Being able to build more planks is very nice. Building materials will require us to use a lot of planks to get there. It might still be worth it. I think we'll go for that. Building materials. Events completed. Discover 5 glades. Harvester's camp, stonecutter's camp, deliver 10 bricks. I think we have both the harvester's and the stonecutter's camp available. We do. So I can choose to take that. I don't necessarily like the carry 5 more items. I know they are kind of efficient. But I think I value parts more. It's just which parts are easier to get. That's probably this one. I'm going to grab that one. Now we can see that a big trapper's camp would be nice because we have some big things here. So we can begin taking these. We have 3 to start off with. We always will have. I think I like a better way to produce planks. I think the pickled goods, can they be made with eggs? They can. I'm not sure the skewers can be made with eggs. No. Well, yes, they have eggs as a potential thing in there as well. I am tipping towards skewers. Because, yeah, I don't know. A pickled good is only a 1, skewers is a 2, and ale is nice but not necessary. Yeah, I'm going to go with the cookhouse. And we got the trapper's camp. That was lucky and nice. We're just gonna build one of those immediately. We're going to space you out a little bit, because we're just going to want to have a little bit of more of an open passage in here. We're going to do like this, You over there. And like this, because we're going to have a mine back there at some point. So, now that we have everything else under control, I'm going to put the food workstation and the makeshift post here, as well as doing a little bit of where is that? The trading post. Now I don't need that to be near my main base, so when I move this over here, I am just going to place it. I'm going to place it back here because I don't really want it to be close to my warehouse. I want my production buildings to be here. I do have a single lizard, and it isn't in there. Where is she? You're working on that one. Human, work on that one instead. I will put the lizard in here when I feel like I have the space capacity for it. I don't necessarily need all these people on that, so I'm just gonna put my lizard in. We'll be fine on wood-ish. I'm saying that and I'm looking up and I'm seeing that we only have 36 of it because we are actually burning it in our hearth, and that's pretty rough. Likely to cut down this, and we'll place you closer to the warehouse so that the wood production will be a little bit faster afterwards. I also think we're going to burn the last 5 coal. We will get new coal before we need it again. Okay, that's great. Let's get you closer to here. If you cut down those trees over there. You are getting all the eggs. This one can get both eggs, leather, and meat. That's pretty great. Let's see here. I don't actually have anything to make bricks out of right now, do I? Yes, I have some stone here. Stone there's great. We'll take some stone there. I think, yeah, coal can also make stone, so when we get some bricks up and running, we can do that. We have our first storm. No one's going unhappy because the lizards have some jerky already. That was in our embarkation, so we're just happy with that, I guess. And you can see we do have the fire can go all the way out here. We have this range that it's nice to build buildings within, so there's no reason to not like try to carve out a little bit down here as well. The trading post is going to be up and running, which is going to mean that after the storm clears, we should have a trader. And the mushroom production is finished. I mean, it's good now, but I don't really want it. What I do want is reduced hostility every time I sell goods worth 30 amber, because I like selling things. It's all good Viceroys do. I want 3 people instead of 2 people, because I do have a bit of a shortage of people so far. Oh, want a lizard there. And I want someone to begin working on this. And I'm enabling the leather because I want anything that makes it possible for me to do that. I'm going to enable stone here as well, and then I'll set someone to gather the stone, and we will have the start of a production line. Not necessarily a quick start, but a start nonetheless. Never mind, I'm just going to check out what this trader has. They have the plantation, which is pretty nice. Biscuit recipes. We don't have either of those right now. Extra mushroom production. Meh. And it's a lot of food. We do have a lot of food still, so I think I'm good with this trader. New orders. Packs of crops. Comfort. Get humans to like us better, or get lizards to like us better if we deliver provisions. I even think we have the provisions for that. Yes, we have 9 and we only need 8. And I don't really want to upgrade my hearth a lot. So I'm just going to grab this one. Deliver it immediately. Deliver a lot of grain. Fulfill clothing needs. Lots of building materials and cut wood. I think we're going to do that one. Going to go with the smokehouse so we can do jerky. Yes. And just prepare for a mine here, but I do want to have a warehouse up here facing that way. 2 lizards to spare, so I can also build another crabber's camp to get some more eggs in. Priority a little higher on the big eggs than on the small eggs because they give more stuff. The small eggs only give like eggs, 20% chance of leather. The big ones give eggs, 40% chance of leather and 20% chance of meat. So it's always just better if you can get the big ones, just get the big ones. Oh, and as we enter the storm, you can see that people are getting not very happy with us because we have higher hostility and just a little too much for people. So we're just going to, well, if we can keep one in here, that's nice. Then we're going to go down to 1. So now it looks more balanced. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a favoritism switch on and off. Once the lizards go down to the -1 resolve and begin to want to leave, I'm going to favor them, which gives them a bonus. That will mean that the beavers will suddenly start to want to leave, but it'll take a little while, and that'll buy me some extra time. And we have access to the mine now. So let's just get some humans in there and beginning to work. Alright. I see why they're unhappy. It's because I've forgotten to follow up and actually build shelters for the new people. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people, 12, 15. There we go. More shelters for people. Please prioritize these. They are now. Oh, well, the storm is over, so I guess that's fine. Okay. Get extra mushrooms every time you produce mushrooms, or get extra lizard resolve every time you produce training gear. I'm going for the mushrooms because we can gather up some mushrooms, but we don't know if we're going to be able to make training gear. I would like the one with more beavers, because beavers like being in here, so I can make them happy. Excellent. Actually, do I care about beaver happiness? No, not really. Hey beavers, stop being happy. Come work harder instead. And the stonecutter's camp has run out of deposits. I don't have any other. I'm going to keep it because I have a mission to have both a stonecutter's camp and a harvester's camp. But I am probably going to... Well, I don't really need a harvester's camp right now, so I'm just going to go there. Going to ask you to begin clearing trees up here, because at some point I would like to get to the Forbidden Glade up here. And there's a warehouse right there, so you can move right over there with your resources. Alright, I accepted more people. More people means get more shelters. People like to be in shelters. Yeah. Here. Need for clothing fulfilled. I'm probably going to grab this because I already grabbed that once. And there will probably be a trader with clothing if nothing else. And clothing is very cheap to buy. Okay, what else? Temple. Deliver scrolls. Ancient tablets. Luxury goods. I don't know quite which way I'm going to go with that yet. I'm just gonna wait a bit before I actually choose. Okay, a new trader has arrived. Do you have anything interesting for me? Thank you. You don't have any clothes, unfortunately. You do have some complex food which will make people happy in short bursts. And I might be able to get the lizard folk happy enough to reach this threshold and begin giving me some reputation. Global food production speed could also be nice. We're going to go try for the lizards. Just gonna give up my provisions because I'm going to get more as more people join. See, what am I the most willing to trade away here? I'm not willing to trade away that many planks. I am willing to trade away that many eggs. So I'm going to begin favoring the lizards. This one should be like only up to +5, but that's still enough. They are now happy and I'm getting 0.09 reputation per minute. Oh, every bit of reputation counts. Anyone who's willing to give a little hint to the queen that they love me and want to have me as their viceroy forever by, for example, sending her a message via the subscribe button down below. That would be much appreciated. Just like these lizards. They were all happy subscribers of mine. They are no longer happy because we are now in the part of the non-happy part of the day, the year, the storm cycle. Year 3. Building materials 5. If I just build a harvester's camp, I have the camps one. I think I might just do that. Oop. Now I'm actually going to wait with turning this until after the storm, because hostility is lowered by having higher impatience. But now that the storm is over, I'm going to turn it in. Going to see what I get here. All houses have room for more villagers. I don't know if I will ever get them educations this time, so we'll just do that. I will grab the forester's camp because I don't know what goodies I'm going to get behind this this wall. Right, I'm also going to turn off this because sometimes you're going to want stones for events. This is a huge mole that I have to beat away. I might want a lot of stones to throw at it. Newcomers. I do like a lot more dwarves. A little bit more clothing makes me closer to my clothing goals. See here. Dwarves and dwarf. Excellent. And you are going to be replaced by a human because I want you to be productive, efficient. What else do we need to work on? This one doesn't actually have anything. No, it doesn't. I think I only have one person working here. I could have another person there. Building materials. Do I feel like I am in a position to begin doing this? No, not quite yet. So our next goal is just to be cutting through this wood. We have enough coal now, probably, to do whatever it wants us to do, but I don't think we have so much stone that we're comfortable. But we can always call the trader. The human trader isn't really good, but whatever. Let's just do it. We want to do this as quickly as possible to impress our queen, of course. Oh, move you up here to this one. And there we go. Oh, we were lucky. It was one we already have. We have the Trapper's Camp, so we can do the Leviathan. And the Forbidden Ritual side. There's a loyalty decision. We're going to do that if we at all can. Tools and building materials. It's not certain I can get this. Calm the spirits. Let's see. This is actually going to be a very, very difficult one to do for us. Let's immediately call the trader because we want to get the next one. This causes some impatience, but we have a lot of impatience to spare. Someone please build me a road all the way up to that. You guys forget about doing that thing, because I'd much rather have you working on the Leviathan. Give us all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah, you don't really have anything I can use for that, do you? Useless. So, the one that would make the most sense to go for in this would be the building materials, because we can technically make some building materials here. We just turn on the please use everything, please only do building materials. And we can even get more material for the building materials here. Planks. And I mean, I would love to have gotten the reinforced materials instead, but we just need a lot of materials to actually work with here. I'm going to probably do... Nah, that's enough out of you, because let's see how much we have. We have 4 times this, and 3 times this, and 1 times this, so that's 8 times 2, that's 16, and I need 15, so we do have exactly enough materials now, and we are producing more materials to actually do these crates. Right, we were... we are probably going to do this order that takes the... Actually, we can do scrolls from the Lumbermills, so we only need the temple. But we are also able to produce jerky, so I'm going to take that one. And in this one... I am going to do this one. Yeah, I mean, we can always make 20 decorations and then tear them down again afterwards. We are probably going to be actually just starting this. This only gets worse for every time we fell trees, and during the storm we have to not do that anyways. In fact, we are probably going to be sacrificing some of our woods for a little bit, getting them on top of things. But yeah, just to keep bringing the packs of building materials over as quickly as we can, because we are going to need to do that if we are to actually make this in time. We're going to stop burning wood now. We're also going to click this so that if I ever forget it, it will be work out. After you're finished, just deliver them immediately, because that should make us ready for it. Lots of extra wood production, actually. I think that is what I would like right now. And produce and immediately deliver, please. Yeah, we're going to deal with 6 blood flowers. Ugh, I do not want to do that. I will probably want more people in my settlement. One with the beavers. Okay. So, please build yourself some more housing while you wait. And I'm also just building trappers camps, because this one is an eternal generation of value. So whenever I have people, and I have a lot of people right now that don't know what to do, just put them in a trappers camp. And also replace everyone here with a... No, actually I read that wrong. Phew. We're not going to get this because we have started and they have only 3.5 minutes left and there is 5 minutes till that. So we made it, everyone. And I don't actually want you to do that. I'm just going to force you to deliver those 4 because I have one here where I have to deliver building materials. So now that that is done, I'm also going to get more planks every time someone produces planks. Please reset that production because I want you to produce as much as possible every time. I am probably going to delete some of the random things I've made back here. And then I'm just going to take some of those materials and put them into another house. I know I built a warehouse here, but I want one even closer, especially because I also want to build a mine here for all of that copper. What blueprints do we have? Ooh, a clothier. I want that because I want to be able to produce clothes. Oh, right, I forgot to build all my buildings. I was getting so excited having this as my first real colony that I forget to actually produce some of the buildings that are important further down the food chain. Speaking of food chain, all of the stuff that I'm harvesting up there should become jerky in the smokehouse and skewers in the cookhouse. Mine? Lots of dwarfs in that mine. Actually, never mind. Dwarfs, you're out of the mine. You're back on wood duty. We need to be able to build a temple for one of these. Did I ever pick that? I did not. Can we build any of the things that is required for this? We can build incense in the smokehouse, and we can build scrolls in the lumbermill and the clothier. So I think a temple is good. But I want this to be very low priority. I don't want you wasting your resources with that. I want you using the resources for the other buildings first. That trader came just at the start of the storm. I mean, I have a little bit of stuff that I could sell off. So yeah, sure, let's just grab some pie. And probably don't have money for much more than that. No, I don't. Fine. I will grab this, even though that ups the hostility. I'm going to drop it down here. And I want to get below 3, so I'm also going to begin sacrificing a little bit of my coal. Right, I want beavers instead of humans in here right now. Lizards, I can make you happy in here. But I actually want you where you are. The last lizard is here. I am going to be replacing that human keeper with a lizard keeper. Because the lizard keeper makes it so that we have a little bit more global resolve. Yes. Okay, what's the big task? Forbidden Glades in time? Probably not going to do that this time. Have at least 18 beavers, 10 more beavers. We can probably do that. When we have another blueprint available. Being able to do fabrics at a higher level is attractive to me. Please do this one higher than the others. Please put a couple people in here. Do some planks. I don't want you to do planks anymore. What's our newest thing? Lose all stored fuel, but get a lot of wood production. Or, well, I do have a Forbidden Glade open, and lowering a bit of hostility from the couple of glades that I've opened sounds nice. Just gonna do that. Our lizards are now happy. We're going to make a little bit of reputation with our queen. Newcomers. Do I need more newcomers? Right now. And there we go. We're getting the leather worker. And we're also favoring the lizards now. Because I only care about 2 things. If people are actually unhappy, so if it falls below 1. Or if they're above happy. And, you know, above happy, it gets better and better the more above happy they are. But I don't care about any numbers that are green over 1. Lizards are actually pretty good at doing leatherworking stuff. I'm just gonna pull 2 lizards off of it. Really, can I get some lizards here? No, just 1. Yeah. I'll just pull a couple lizards off here. Actually, 1 is probably enough for that. And then... maybe I should do this. Great. We do want them to make jerky. Okay, so... going to replace you with a human. And... oh, you already have a human. And you with a human. And then we're going to put these 2 lizards in here. Use a lot of jerky for us. I've set it to coal because we are mining coal a lot of places. And that is more efficient than actually doing it with wood. Okay, I can no longer keep you happy, so I don't care. Okay, remove the woodcutters. And we do want to get below 3 if we can. So, doing a single... we're going to wait until they're just about to leave, and then we're going to favor them. Because we don't want the humans to leave when we have to disfavor them again. We have no available ore. Wait. Huh. I guess it's a later thing that I can actually upgrade the mines. Interesting. We're going to keep the beavers in there because they are happy in there. Excellent. Now we're not going to keep them in there anymore. Now we're going to put them to work as woodcutters. There we go. Meat specialization. +1 for every 25 times it's being produced. That's excellent because we're producing it a lot here. So that should stack very nicely and we should just be getting infinite meat. Okay, trader arrived, and we probably want those ancient sewing techniques if we can afford them. We need 15 amber for that. 15 amber. I like to keep a couple around in case I actually decide to do an upgrade. Let's see here. We can also just throw in a little bit of that. There we go. So now our production of... where is our production of clothes? Here we are. It hadn't started yet. But now our production of clothes will be a little bit more efficient. And honestly, since we have a temple, we probably also want to be producing incense when we can. We probably can't. So we will still be producing some pigment. I need another lizard. We really need more lizards in general here. Can I favor you to make you happy? Nope. Okay. So please come over here and work. Okay, I decided to turn off the pigment again here and then turn it on over here because we have so many skewers. We don't need all of these skewers. In fact, I'm probably going to limit it and say I only want 120 of them at a time. And you two who are producing more right now, let's find something else for you to do. Now we should have enough to do this, for example. We haven't quite burned enough fuel for that, but as we're gaining pigment, this place can make scrolls as well. And the scrolls can be used here to give us education, and that's need fulfilled. Excellent. Let's have a bakery. I think we might need flour for pie, and I don't have a flour building, so this might not work for anything, but let's try it out. More lizards, more better. Especially if we can make another leather worker. Or what do we actually need? We probably just need another clother. I can actually upgrade the hearth already. Okay. Always click a little park up there to make the hearth upgrade to level 1. That gives an extra 4, an extra 2 global resolve, which is always nice. Helps a little bit. More needs for clothing for build. Like that. But it's also a storm season, and we are a little bit screwed actually. We don't have all that much fuel. We're going to ask it to primarily burn the sea marrow for normal purposes, because then clicking here and here, I will get down to level 2. I'm going to run out of coal in a bit here. It's a rough storm. Can't upgrade these mines. It is definitely time. It's definitely time to open the next glade. We need something to give us some extra resources to work with. And that will be a little bit extra resolve every time we fill a lot of trees. We do fill a lot of trees, so we will do that. But everyone is housed. Build another house. Burn it down for sea marrow and provisions, or keep it for extra resolve. We do have some tea. We do not have any amber. Please come immediately, trader. We will get some amber from you, and then we will probably calm the spirits in an act of empathy.
Papa.
How much did I need? I needed 15 amber. 15 amber is what I need. I'll just probably sell up some tools. Could also be some sea marrow. I mean, I get new sea marrow all the time. I'll probably do some sea marrow. Bunch of meat. There we go. Now that I have enough, send a couple of people and ask them to form these spirits. And I guess we should work towards actually building all of these harmony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's get some harmony in here, I guess. I'm really lacking that little oomph that personalized housing usually gives me. More people. I mean, I do need to do the beaver thing. This is going to be a rough storm season. Just gonna accept this for a little while, because even though I can make it work for a short period of time, this is very, very, very temporary. Going to be out of fuel in just a second here. But might have been enough. It was enough. Phew. What else? Packs of goods, extra. Or biscuits. I mean, I'm not really producing biscuits because I'm not producing flour. Same reason I can't really use this building. Oh, thank God. Okay, who is the most realistic person to get a house for? That will make them happy. I think it might be the beavers, especially if I get beaver majority. So we will do that. Right. There we go. And replace those with beaver houses. 13, 14, 15. So that should work for now. Alright, but we will need at least one more, because we want at least one more beaver. We need 18. Because if I can just get a handful of that, I can get rep up for a while. There we go. Beaver housing. Now I can have happy beavers. It's just a bit of reputation. And I now have 6 stacks of nets, which means that every meat produced here produces 7 meat instead of 1. What do we have for Miss Vilda? Nothing I really need. But I do have that one perk that makes it good to trade for amber. So just trading for amber. Just to do it. Just trade our meat in for anything, because we will make so much more meat. Just whatever I can buy from her. We clearly also make a lot of mushrooms. That's nice. This one for the extra beavers. Move this out of the way. And this out of the way. Okay. There's a storm. We will not be able to do anything about this. We will just have to sit here, wait it out. I can bruise flour from that. This will be extremely welcome. You can grind a lot of flour. Oil for flour produced, that's good, because we're just beginning to produce flour. And we have a lot of happy people right now. That will change very, very soon. But for now, that's a very good amount of reputation. I think we're going to be fine here. Especially when I smash open. Where is it? Where is it? This one. No, not that one. Wait. Oh, there we go. This one, which has both biscuits and pies that I don't get usually. And it has wine, which... Oh, I don't use that there. But 2 more things that show up and give them extra happiness. That's gonna be excellent. Also, I just forget that just do the stuff. Actually, just do the meat stuff for the pie. I am going to be able to actually... Oh, right. Beavers go in there. Beavers go in there. Please get us a lot of wood while you have the opportunity. You, followed by you. Excellent. This one is almost ready to be cracked open. I'm just gonna send the squad immediately. Actually, I just realized that I should cancel this for a little while. because the storm, I won't be able to get them happy through the storm. I can't control their consumption, so I might as well wait till after the storm to hopefully make them happy. Just build an extra trappers camp just because. We will see if this goes well or not. I can really quickly tap them up to 1 before I run out of wood and they are going to go away again. But, I mean, that saves it, that saves it. Not quite. What? No, no, there was a single human that left. It's okay though.
Hello.
We have too many people right now. I want all of your food items. You are actually the thing that saves my existence here. Give them all of that. Give them as give them like 114 clothing, that's fine. Give them a bunch of meat, that's fine. That's excellent. Yeah, sure. A little bit extra that. A little bit extra that. Nah, that was useless. Whatever. But make sure that we get a little bit less hostility because of the forest. A little bit less hostility means a little bit happier people. Set this up now. Because we are about to win this. I'm not even going to assign any woodcutters. I'm just going to let this tick in very slowly, giving me more points. Because if I assign woodcutters, I'm going to go up in hostility level, and that would mean that these guys get less happy. I'm just gonna take this win. Which, I mean, I was never in doubt. Let's be fair. Never in doubt. I am the best. But maybe you saw some room for improvement there. If so, please do let me know so that I can serve Her Majesty the Queen better in the future. We will, of course, end this by just going to the Citadel and seeing if there are any upgrades and purchases we want to do. Okay, we did 15 different things. This is going to take a while. I'm just going to go through them. They are like home decorations, random interesting buildings. I say interesting buildings, random aesthetic buildings. Buildings to like make it look nice. So I'm just going to accept all of these and I'll see you in a second. Excellent. Welcome back. We are now going to see if there are any upgrades we want to buy. This one is going to allow consumption control up here. I like that idea. I like the idea of a little bit more. I want trade routes. This I want, because trade routes are super important. Get that as quickly as possible always. Yes, I'm going up to consumption control at least. What does this do? Additional blueprint choice. Reputation. Getting half to 2 is nice. Have the option to do both of these. I will, because just having more choice means less randomizer, and that's nice. And a little bit extra embargation points. I think that's fine. We will take that, hopefully. We served our queen well. She gave us like 15 different deeds done. And we have upgraded and are ready for next time to strike out and potentially do some abandoned settlement. We want to go closer to this. I don't think we'll reach it this time, but we could try for it. So, I will see you soon.